Welcome to 100 Yards of Football. If you like the video today, please come in and share it. We'll surely appreciate it here on 100 Yards of Football. Special thanks and honor and blessings to the guy that's making it happen for me today, the very talented Mr. Jeremiah Long. Today, our 2024 NFL Draft prospect is Jermaine Burton, wide receiver out of the University of Alabama. I'm your host, Vincent Turner. So if you like the video, please come in and share it. We'll surely appreciate it here on 100 Yards of Football. Roll Tide, Jermaine Burton. I'm going to tell you about this young man. I love him as a football player. I love the fiery and the competitiveness of this young man. Think about this. The gentleman signed with Georgia, came to Georgia, won a national championship in his sophomore season. Then he decided to transfer to Alabama so he can play with his homeboy, Bryce Young, out of California. Because, see, Jermaine Burton is out of California, YA. But what I like about the young man going to the next level, you don't have to worry about a guy that can back up his talk, who's very, very physical, and who's the guys we say in the neighborhood is not scared at the receiver position. And when I think about his comparisons, before I get into his stats and his skill set, he's got a little bit of Donald Driver, who was kind of like Brent Favre's main man for a couple of years out of Alcorn State. He's got a little bit of Johnny Morton, who played at USC. Then he got a little bit of Tremaine Johnson that was down there at Grambling, that went on and played with the LA Chargers, formerly San Diego Chargers. Then he reminds me of Danny Knight, who's a very rugged football player at Mississippi State. Then he's got a little bit of Tim McGee from the University of Tennessee, Knoxville, Tennessee. Kudos to my producer, Mr. Jeremiah Long, a.k.a. Let's talk about Mr. Burton's career stats. 132 career receptions playing at Georgia and Alabama. Over 2,376 yards receiving. 23 career touchdowns. Averaged almost 18 yards a catches. Those two major schools, powerhouses in the SEC at Georgia and Alabama. But what really stuck out to me about his career when he was a sophomore, college football semifinal against Michigan in the Orange Bowl, when he caught that 57-yard touchdown from Stetson Bennett. And I say, you know what? That gentleman is going to be very special the next year. Unfortunately, he transferred to Alabama. Then I had another memory. He reminds me a lot of Mike Jones that played wide receiver at Tennessee State that got drafted by the Minnesota Vikings. But let me talk about the gentleman's skill set out of the state of California. Elite speed at 6', 195, 4'4", A+. Great deep ball catcher, A+. Great hands, A+. Fights for the ball, A+. As I just mentioned, very competitive. Love to talk, and he backs it up, A+. As I just mentioned, with his 4'4" speed, straight line speed, A+. Once he catches the ball, gets behind you, he taking it to the house. See ya, want to be ya, Roll Tide. Outstanding burst as a wide receiver, A+. Ball skills, A+. Short area quickness as a receiver, A+. Body control as a receiver, A+. Creating separation at this highest level, A+. Explosiveness as a football player, A+. Route running, A+. Jermaine Burton, I would be very surprised if he doesn't become a big-time player at the next level out of the University of Alabama by the way of Georgia. This gentleman is a football player, and he can play at another level. So if you like the video today, please come in and share. We surely appreciate it here on 100 Yards Football. Special thanks to my producer, Mr. Jeremiah Long, for making it happen for me today. I've been your host, Vincent Turner. Jermaine Burton, wide receiver out of Alabama, Sweet Home, Alabama, Leonard Skinner. Y'all be blessed here on 100 Yards of Football.